Hi there! In this video, we are going to put some of the content into the course room. Now, here, remember we had some practice modules that we put together. So let's take a look at this first practice module. So we come in here. Okay, and we have practice module 1. If we look at our template, all that's going to go into the module is this information. Let's see, we got the lessons we need. Here we go, module introduction. So the title of the page is going to be Introduction to Module 1. Okay, so let's come down here and it says add content. All right, so we want to add content. And we'll call it a paragraph. Okay, now paragraph goes there, but actually I think this one would be the heading. So let's call this Introduction to Module 1. So, Introduction to Module 1. And then for the paragraph, we're going to pull that right from here. So that will be this information here. Copy and paste, and we can plug it right here. Okay, and let's see if it'll come up here. Looks like it needs to think. Okay, so that's there. Now let's update it. And let's preview. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so here we go. Practice Module 1, Introduction to Module 1. You will begin by using Coyle's reflective thinking model. This model will help you to structure your thinking and planning. By the end of this module, you will have, and then that's that. Now this is the module content. Okay, that's looking good so far. All right, let's go back to our template. What else do we need to add? Oh, topics covered in the module. Oh, and there's our graphic. Okay, let us pull the topics that will be covered in the module. Copy, paste. Okay, that's going to be our topics. Let's go back to the module. And let's put it here. All right, it needs a little bit time to load. Come on, here we go. I want paragraph. And let's put that there. Okay, so those are going to be the topics covered. Now, I happen to have Grammarly on, so Grammarly is helping me to catch my mistakes here. So let's fix that. That's actually correct. Okay, topics covered in the module. Okay, now let's update it. Looks like it's been updated. All right, I need to add, a photo. So I want to add, and let's see if it, yeah, there it is. Let's add an image. Oh, but I don't want the image there. I want the image down. There we go. Okay, oops, one more. Down one more. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Wait, do I want the image there? Okay, so upload your image. So let's upload our image. And I believe we put it in photos. So let's see here. That's the manuscript. Well, I thought we put it in the photos. So here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not here. Okay, let's go to recent. Okay, wait. Let's come here. Okay. All right, there we go. And I think we called it brain. Yes. Okay, open. Okay, and it's loading. And it's there. And write a caption. You can put a caption if you want. I'm going to call that brain. Maybe we can call it human brain. Human brain. Okay, and let's tell it to update. And usually after you do something, always tell it to update, because that way it'll save it. So if something happens to your computer and the power goes out, you have it. Okay, so you'll be using coils. Now, do you like that image there? I don't know if I like it right before the content. I think I would want it first thing that they see when they come in. So let's move the image up. So you hit the up arrow, up arrow, up arrow until you get it to exactly where you want it. Maybe I want it there. So let's update. And let's preview. Okay. Not bad. Let's see. You will be using Coil's reflective thinking model. This model will help you to structure your thinking and planning. Maybe I want the image further up. Let's just put it all the way up at the top. So when they come in, they'll see Introduction to Module 1. Maybe we can come up with a better name. Who knows? You will begin by using Coil's reflective model. By the end, they have that topics covered. Now, this iteration was actually a bullet. Yes, okay, I'm like, I don't know how that happened there. And that was not bolded. That was not italicized. It was bolded. Okay, let's make sure we have everything. Let's go back here. Oh, we need to cite the image. So we do need to put that information there. Copy, paste. Okay, let's come back here. And if we go into the image itself, we can double click. Let's see, edit image, upload an image, pick one from your media, upload media library, insert URL, cancel. We have the citation here. Let's see, what else can we choose from? Inline code, inline image, strike through. No. All right, that's our caption. I'm thinking maybe instead of putting human brain, we can cite our source here. Whoa, I have no idea what just happened there. Let's get that out of there. Holy cow. Didn't want all of that. Okay. I think that's everything. So brain icon. Let's come here. Remember, we had to give attribution to where we got it from. So let's update that. Let's preview. Okay. We will begin, yada yada. Okay, so if I've got the image here and I got all the citation stuff here, maybe I want to separate that from the content. So maybe I can tell it, see, that's my paragraph. I want to add something. I want to add a separator. Let's see, maybe it's under layout elements. Let's see, formatting, common blocks, LMS blocks. Where is the separator? Ah, here it is. That's what I want. Okay, so we have our image, we have our separator, and then we have our content. All right, let's update. Let's preview. Okay, there it is. Give it a little separator. I was hoping that it would be longer, actually. Just gave it a little separator. Okay. I wonder, will it let me edit? Let's see. What does it say? Change block type or style. Let's see. Oh, you can do a wide line. Default wide line. Let's see. Update. And let's preview. Let's see how that looks. Ah, yay! We figured it out. So we have the wide line. So here, when they enter into the module, they're going to see a picture of the brain, and they're going to see begin using Coyle's reflective thinking model. Now, one thing when you're selecting images, you want to make sure that it's not a distractor. So if we're using Coyle's reflective thinking model, does this image show reflective thinking? So maybe we want something with a person doing some thinking, So that's something to keep in mind, because the Science of Learning, I had that book, I don't think I have it with me, but it's called The Science of E-Learning, I think. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. I'll mention it in a subsequent video. But Ruth Clark states that it is very important to choose images that don't distract the learner. You want to choose images that are up to par with what the learner needs. Okay, so this is just for practice. We'll just leave that image there. All right, let's exit out of the preview. And let's see here. Let's make sure we have everything from our template. All right. Oh, so it looks like we have some introductory text. All this is still a part of the introduction. So let's copy that. Let's come right back over here. Let's see how we are. Start typing or choose a block. Let's see. I guess I can put it right here. Okay, and we added more. Blended learning. All right. Grammarly is telling us we have an issue. Okay, we have another issue. It's just something with the formatting when I copy and paste. Not sure. Carry over there. Okay. All right, so we have that. And let's see. Let's update. We always try to update. All right, and let's come back. Let's see. Oh, and the last thing we needed to put was our references. So let's copy and paste our references. All right, and let's see here. This is fine. Okay, so we have our paragraph. All right, and so we just want to add another paragraph. So if I do plus another paragraph, we take that and put that there, and that's our references. And we're going to update. Okay, and let's preview. So they're going to enter in and see the image. You'll begin using Coyle's reflective planning, topics covered, blended learning, and there's our reference. Okay, and then they'll actually go into the module content. Okay, so that's going to be the first module. Now, in looking at this, I've had courses where they say best practice is to make sure that the print is at least a 14 font, because you don't want your readers straining their eyes looking at the content. So if I come here and I come to where I can, I guess, choose. So see right here, font size normal. I guess we can choose here. Maybe I want medium. Let's see. Or maybe I want large. Okay, so medium is 20. Large is 36. So that's too big. Okay, so what was normal? Oh, normal was 16. Wow. That's 16? It looks kind of small though. So I'm going to go with medium. They're saying medium is 20. And let's go with medium here. Let's see, 2 blocks, 33 words. Oh, okay. I didn't want to do that. Let's just go here. Okay. Will it let me? Let's see. Oh, no block selected. I thought it was going to let me play around with the font. Okay, what's this? Okay, what's this? Okay. How did it let me play around with the font here? Okay, see, that's paragraph. Oh, that's list. Okay, so here we have paragraph again. Okay, so I don't know why it's not letting me play around with the list, because when I copied and pasted it into this right here, I copied and pasted it as a whole. So it automatically made it a list. Okay, now maybe it's under advanced settings. No, create a bulleted list. Okay, so maybe it won't let me change the font size for that. Okay, so let's change the font size here. I want to put it at medium. Okay, same here. See, there's list again. Okay, so what do I do if I want it larger? So I'm going to have to play around with that. That part I haven't quite figured out yet. So I'm going to need to play around with that. Maybe when you put it in a list, maybe it should be a little smaller. Who knows? Let's see. Let's do this. And let's put that at medium. Oops, I meant to say medium. Okay. And last but not least, this one right here. Let's put that at a medium. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's update. And let's see how that looks. Let's go to preview. Okay. Okay. Much better. It's like I can see it, but the list part still feels small. So I will play around with that to figure out how do I adjust the font for the list. Okay. Oops, here. Reference. Okay, that should be medium. And then update. Okay, so hopefully in this video lecture, you saw how I inserted the image. You saw how I inserted the words right from our template. We're going to use our templates as our guides to keep us on track. So what happens is the subject matter expert gives us the content, and we just copy and paste it and put it into our LMS or our learning management system. So that's why it's so good to have a good subject matter expert, because as an instructional designer, you don't have time to design content unless you've been contracted to do so. If you are the subject matter expert and the instructional designer, then yes, you're doing the job of both hats. You're wearing both hats. But in this case, we're instructional designers, so it's not our job to think about the content. Our job is to put the content in the learning management system in a way that is manageable and meaningful to the learners. Okay, so like we said, we're working with teachers who teach a foreign language. They are used to teaching the foreign language in a face-to-face setting. They're not used to teaching the foreign language online. So the first thing we have to do is attack that mindset. And so the subject matter expert created this module to help us with that. Okay, so that's how you're going to put your content in and try your hand at it. You can definitely preview it, see how it looks, and then put yourself in the shoes of that teacher and say, okay, is this something that I'm attracted to? Is this something that, you know, I actually want to delve into? You know, because I tell you, appearance, you know, at first impressions will be the hook for our learners. And so we want them to log in and be excited right away. You know, this could even be a short video introduction. It doesn't have to be an image. I just chose an image because I have video sprinkled throughout the module. So I don't want to video the learners to death, you know. We want to have an assortment of ways to attract our learners and to keep them engaged. All right, so I hope that this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Happy learning.